In complete contrast to the sweeping hills of the southwest of Scotland, we venture to the southeast of England and to the town of Tonbridge, a busy railway junction within the commuter belt area of London. Our chosen locations are on the platforms of the town station, where services to Dover, Hastings, Redhill and northwest to Sevenoaks and London can all be seen. The lines and associated train services are operated by South Eastern, with the majority of train sets used being part of the Class 375 design. This is 375909. Trains from London generally originate from Charing Cross Station and go forward to Dover and Hastings. Entering the downside platform are units 375707 and 808, forming the 1108 from Charing Cross to Hastings. Trains to and from Redhill terminate here and are operated by Southern Railway, usually with Class 377 Electrostar units. Here number 314 departs with the 1201 for Redhill. At the time of our filming, on 20th February 2023, there were terminating trains from London using the far platform. This is dual voltage unit number 375625. Here we have the 11 o'clock from Dover to London Charing Cross. There are usually 4 trains in each direction every hour to and from the capital. Five minutes later and the 1121 from Hastings is departing the platform. The Electrostars are seen on suburban lines all around London, either in straight third rail configuration or 25 kV overhead or dual voltage. Built by Alstom at their Derby works between 1999 and 2017, a total of 679 train sets were built. The railway between Redhill and Tonbridge was constructed by the South Eastern Railway and opened in 1842. Over the next 10 years the line was extended to places like Dover in 1844 and Hastings by 1852. This is the 12 o'clock departure from Redhill to Tonbridge, formed by Southern Railways Unit number 377302. (375, 710 and 712) depart with the 1146 from Hastings to Charing Cross. Expect around 50 different units here in a typical day's observations. This is our first freight train, and one of several seen here each weekday. Most are operated by GBRF, which is the case here as the 66708 reverses the 1245 from Tonbridge West Yard to Grain empty stone train into the station. Another regular freight turn is the empty gypsum train from Mountfield to Southampton. The train usually arrives at just after 1 p.m, where a crew change takes place. Power on this day was Class 66, number 750. .375 905 and 925 get underway with the 1221 from Hastings to Charing Cross. So far we've seen that the majority of passenger services are operated by Electrostars, but there is some variety for peak hour commuter trains in the shape of networker units belonging to classes 465 and 466. In the mid-afternoon, 3 empty train sets work to Royal Tonbridge Wells, where they then operate services back to the capital. 466003 guides 465050 and 190 through the station platforms. This is 375822. It's not long before the two Class 465s and 466 arrive back from the Royal Tonbridge Wells direction on their way to London. The second set of empty stock bound for Royal Tonbridge Wells has not long left Tonbridge carriage sidings. Units 466018, 465013 and 031 make up the consist. We had around 40 minutes of our visit to the station left, so we popped over to the other platforms in order to obtain a different vantage point. First up was 375913 and 602 to make their way north. The last of the three empty stock moves to Royal Tonbridge Wells is seen here, with 466021, 465039 and 047. Finally, our view of these Class 465s is blocked by the arrival of 375, 707 and 805.